everybody. I'm doing a Zodiac energy reading for Virgo for the month of October. So I'm going to go ahead and relax here, get tuned in, and we will see what the message is for all of you. Okay, Virgo. It's a bit undefined right now. I'm in a cube-shaped room, and there's white stars that are points on the cube. So in every corner, I see a white star. And there's a turquoise color. There's also a feeling of being wound up in, what is this? Tinfoil. That's what it is. And it's a turquoise colored tinfoil. And I'm suspended in the center of this cube, and there's tinfoil wrapped around me, and then it's squished tight. So I'm all like crinkled up. And I start to see these stars, these white stars in the corner turn to laser beams, and the laser beams see me in the center and they start shooting at me. White laser beams. Still trying to figure out what to make of this. Is it my place to get Virgo out of this? Or is Virgo the one that needs to self-realize? This is tricky. I'm actually attempting to go into the cube. Everything is, I'm seeing it from a distance and I'm looking into it. So I'm going to go inside the scene and try to turn off the laser beams for starters. I mean, you're crinkled up in the center getting laser beamed right now. That doesn't sound like a delightful experience. However, the energy is neutral about it. It doesn't say that it's pain and suffering. It looks that way to me. It doesn't say that it's joy and happiness. It doesn't look like joy and happiness. But who am I to say? Maybe it is joy and happiness. If it's neutral, then it's neutral. It's neither happy or sad. What I'm doing is when I step into Virgo's world, I'm just softening it. I thought, well, stop these laser beams, or I'll do something to change that part of the scene, see what happens. But actually just stepping into Virgo's world is softening the blows, is softening the... Everything is getting softer. It doesn't feel like laser beams. It feels like a super soaker. It just feels like streams of water, and nothing's here really to hurt you. And I'm unwrapping you from this turquoise tinfoil. And you just look so skinny and small, like shriveled up and dried out. And you're at the heart of this experience. So I'm taking you out. You're the heart of this experience, so I'm taking you out so all this other stuff can just go. And let's set you free. Let's take Virgo to a different energy space. Let's give you some time to have some fresh air. It's still not fully understood by me because we're working with a lot of neutral energy. But based on what it looks like, I can only deduce that this is hardship. Okay. When I take you to a place where there's it's just a warm, welcoming space. So there's a sunny day where the sun isn't too overwhelming. It's just soft sunlight, beautiful trees. It's just beautiful grasses, fairy-like energy. It's always a comfortable place when you're in a fairy forest. But when I set you down, you're all made out of ash, and so you're just ash right now. This is really hard. My third eye starts to feel under a lot of pressure. And I feel very tired. There's definitely a conflict here. And is it saving yourself? Is it saving somebody else? Is there a lesson about suffering and saving someone from their suffering, or saving yourself from your own suffering, being saved by somebody else? Either way, it's very exhausting. No matter which way you look at it, it is exhausting. Whether you're the one being saved or you're the one saving somebody else, it's almost like the idea of saving somebody is an illusion. How about supporting someone? How about helping someone? I know. I'm going to go back to the original scene. I'm going to ask Virgo, all wound up, crinkled up. I'm going to say, would you like me to take you out of this experience? So I'm going to find out if it's my place to actually help you. Or maybe this is you trying to find out if it's your place to help somebody else. So when I open up the crinkle paper, I see Virgo on the inside, okay? Interesting parallels and mirrors going on here. So Virgo saving someone is really saving themselves, but there's a weird mirror going on. So I see Virgo on the inside of this crinkled up tinfoil, and you look like sludge, and you're just sludging down slowly, like a slimy, gooey thing. And you're plopping down onto the ground. And it's white hot, and it's exhausting. And the laser beams are not streams of water, they're white hot laser beams. And you're just saying, I just want all this to go away. I say, what's one way that you can change things? Change the circumstances? As this ball of goo. I choose to become you. So I'm in the ball of goo now. I'm just like a smear of slime on the ground being laser beamed. It's starting to feel not so neutral. It's starting to feel emotional. It's starting to feel very hard on the heart, very hard emotionally, very hard on the mind. I'm very fed up feeling. This is something you got to deal with, something you're going to have to face it head on. And maybe you're not strong enough right now. Maybe you feel exhausted. And if you're not strong enough to face it, then you go into a bunch of crinkle up tinfoil and wait until it's done beaming its light on you. This is so hard on the heart. Even the heart feels like it's burning. But in a way, this is a very complicated illusion because it's built on a lot of truth. But some of this it needs to be broken down. I don't feel that this energy space is particularly easy to break down, easy to undermine, almost like you're going to have to go through it first. Then, by going through it, you start to navigate it, understand its dynamics, and then break it down through life experiences, through learning more about yourself and your personal strength, that sort of thing. I just don't feel like, even for me, I'm like, okay, well, Virgo, cool. Why don't we just move on now? But no, it doesn't allow me to move on from this yet. It's like it hasn't been, it's like some kind of lesson that it's not followed all the way through just yet. It's like it's got to be experienced right now. I ask, is there a positive side to this? Like, is there a more beautiful, softer side of this? This is the Virgo collective I'm tapping into, okay? In relation to October energy. Okay, let's see. When Virgo chooses to step into their personal power and stand up against this injustice, so to speak, you become the mirror that reflects the suffering away from yourself. You say, this isn't my suffering. This isn't, you're attacking me. This isn't my suffering. Like, you become a mirror that reflects the energy back at the person or the event, because you choose to be strong in yourself, almost like strong-willed. It's almost like you're learning about a personal power right now, a personal stance. And it needs to be a little bit hard in order for it to be fully understood or realized. But Virgo can be strong in this experience, but it still feels like it's in the midst of its challenge. So it's a bit on the debilitating side. It would take a lot to be strong in it. But that's what they're showing me. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for watching. If any of you are interested in exploring a psychic session with me, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I also have 2 other YouTube channels. If you're interested in checking me out, you can find me at Abbey Normal. That's one of them. The other is Abbey Psychic Services. I also have a Patreon community where I'm doing live streaming. You can find me at patreon.com/AbbeyNormalsWisdomQuest. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your October. All right. Take care.